Hello everyone, welcome back to City Skylines, and you can see we've got parks everywhere. We're doing quite well. I mean, we're making 20,000 every sort of month, and we got 121,000 people in the city. So this is by far and away the best I've done on City Skylines so far. And I'm very pleased, obviously, that this has become part of the series. Now, we created this little sort of offshoot area here because what I was concerned about was garbage for this particular area, because this area is quite a serious residential area. Now, we go into here. See, I've got these things here, which are my wonderful garbage doodads. Now, what we need to do is we will need to create a nice big road down the side here, like that. Now, the idea is then you add in the road that you require. So it's going to be a nice road like that coming out, as you can see. So that's a one-way street, but it doesn't look right to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in, and I'm just going to go and look for something like that. There we go. And then over this side, something similar like that, you see. So that will be the entrance and the exit. As you can see, I'm not sure why it's doing that, but okay. Into this particular area for garbage. And it's going to be in this little area here, so that they can essentially just burn the garbage and do whatever they need to do. Now, we will need to create a big hospital nearby here, or probably further down here, because there is a large area. These lovely buildings here. We'll probably create it by the park. Maybe get rid of these residents here. But there's also this area here, which seems quite good to put a hospital right in the centre. But it is 65 grand. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. In the meantime, you can see here that this is like the residential area for the nice residential. And let's have a look. See, I like that basic road. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? Look at that. Now, let's see what happens with that, shall we? So let's just remove that first. Whoops. So if we remove that first, and then create that from here, like that, all the way down, and over to the other side there. So we're just creating roads along this area here, and I just want to be able to create additional areas for people to live, and basically work. So now we've done that, what I think I need to do is create more roads along here. Did that work? Yes, it did. Okay, good. And then like that. But here, we're going to want to take all of these out. Here. And here. And turn them all into commercial areas, so that these guys basically have somewhere to shop and get food and all that kind of good stuff. So essentially they just have to make a little drive down the road in order to get stuff from the hypermarket, supermarket, whatever you care to call it. In the meantime, we will have this road here, which will probably need to just go all the way down to there. And then we can go back to a standard nice road and just ping it across to there. Like that. And across to there like that. We'll put one more right down the center. Now, these are going to be the high-rise type stuff, so clearly not as pleasant, but still functional places that people can live, and so on and so forth. But we're also going to have to start creating bus areas for these guys to get out of here. Now, the only drawback I see right now is I'm thinking we're going to have to buy an area over here, maybe here, and essentially build in some industry. Now, this here is a problem because this guy is lacking any kind of power. So let's just put that there temporarily, just to provide him with some power. And let's also make sure, yes, he's got water, that's good. So we've got to put in some water for all of our residents in this area, now that we've started to fill it out, like that. And put some more down here. Now what we can do, because this is an area of industry, what we might actually do is take out these areas here, like that, and let's see, should we make this area industrial? Let's do it then. Let's do that. So we'll make this area here industrial. And just so that these guys have got somewhere to live. And you can see that there is a massive demand for industrial right now. So we'll put all that in there. It's going to create some pollution. But, you know, we need to give the people sort of what they're asking for to a degree. So we've got to keep them happy in that regard. Now, let's build some additional roads down the center so we can maximize the amount of industry that we can provide. So there's another one, can probably go there, but no, it can't. It can't do that. Okay. Let's do one to there. And then we'll do one to there. And then one to there. And then we'll put in loads more industry down here. Because the industry will be predominantly for the lesser educated individuals. That's really going to be the focus here. So, look at these guys. And why have they not got any power? Let's give them that. So, elementary school, yeah, you're definitely coming out of there. We'll put you down here. And let's see, what's this? Ice Cube Factory, okay. More stuff, Garments Limited. Good. And then what we'll do is we'll create all this here as commercial. And then create another road down the center here. And create all of that as commercial as well. To act as a buffer between the industry and everything else. So, we obviously do have this area here, which is where the garbage is. Now, for some reason, we got a road right through the center of it because clearly I'm an idiot. So, let's put that road to there and that road to there like that. There we go. At least these guys will get like free power as a result of the nearby garbage conversion. So fingers crossed. That turns out to be a relatively okay place to live. And people will start to populate that area. Now, we're going to have to put down some power again here. Like that, just to make sure those two are linked. And let's check our power usage. Yeah, we're getting a bit low. Now, you can see predominantly the nuclear power plants here are generating a large majority of our power. So we do have the power, and there you can see the bank of Skylines. What we may need to do is purchase that, and also, where's the other area? Maybe here, or possibly here. I think it's possibly there. So let's purchase that as well. Can we purchase that? No, not yet. So, we still have some more areas to purchase. So it's not too shabby. Now, what I think we should do is create a separate area of a nice big road that's basically going to be a holding area for our nuclear power plants. Because we want to keep them all in a single location if possible. So what we'll do is we will pick up this nuclear power plant and move it to, what? 40,000 to relocate it. I'm not surprised. That's a lot of relocation requirements there. But then it means we can use this a little bit better. And we then got, let's have a look. So if we put it there, we could put another one sort of there. So we've still got the possibility of putting it all over the place. So, and this is all obviously offices and all that kind of stuff. So we could, in an ideal situation, sort of have multiple nuclear power plants down here like this. Let's just do that to make sure. And then once we've done that, here's a fire station, obviously. Oh, water. So we'll have to get some water down, because obviously they'll need water to keep the, use the heavy water, obviously, to act as cooling and all that kind of good stuff. Well, I can't remember if heavy water is actually an offshoot of the nuclear fission process. But anyway, so nuclear power plant in place there. We're just waiting for 40,000 and then we can do that. Now what we'll do also is we will put the fire station there. And what we will also do is we'll put in a, oh, for God's sake. See, now what I've done is I've actually put like a fire station inside a police station, which is slightly annoying. See? See what I mean? Very annoying. But anyway, it means that nobody will try to steal our nuclear power plant while we have nearby fire and coverage in that regard. Now, let's just check. Medical support. There's not really much. I think I should put a hospital near there. But for the time being, let us move nuclear power plant. Oh, we can't move it until we've got 40 grand. Okay. But the point is we will need to put another nuclear power plant in there, which is about 200,000. So that's a lot of money. God, doesn't that tower look lovely? Now, what's all this going on here? Not enough educated workers. Well, your industry, I don't know what you're expecting. You got 8 of 8 workers, so you know. I don't know. Dead person waiting for transport. Okay, well. What we should think about doing is putting in one of these and one of those and another like that. So at least they've got somewhere to bury their dead, and it will make things a little bit better. Okay, we still don't have the 40,000 to move the other nuclear power plant. I'm not sure if that Sears tower is still see-through or not. The see-through tower, but you know. We've still got some dead people over here. But we do have one of these. And we got 1,000 people in it. So I'm not sure what they're complaining about. We'll have to wait and see. Ah, there we go, the see-through tower. Not sure what's going on with that. Okay, yeah, you're out of there. Don't like the look of you. So, let's go and find something else, shall we? Nice little pavilion, very small. No. Let's have a look. Basketball courts. Nah. What to do, what to do, what to do. Nice sunken city plaza. No, 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 no. Now there was a Magica thing in here at some point, but you know. Let's put that in there and just leave it there. It's a nice bouncy castle in the view of the expo centre. So there you go, there's the old Stonehenge right smack bang in the centre of a roundabout. Lovely stuff. Now, here obviously is a lovely cargo airport hub. Looking incredibly sexy, as you can see. Doing well there. Now, you can see here the only drawback is it's not connected to lines. Now, we will need to do something about that, because let's move this fella over, and then let's see, because we should really have some kind of train transport here, and then go underground, and then curve around, like so, until it comes back there. And also we'll need a like that, so it can basically go in both directions. So that means then trains will be able to come into this area here, obviously make use of this airport hub here, sail straight in and out the other side. So That's definitely going to improve the situation, I think. Even though I'm not too happy with how these guys are on a massive, massive angle. So these lorries are just sticking out like that. You know. But as you can see, there's still plenty moving in and out of the area. The guys here making their way down to a relatively flat runway. And off they go. And there they go. So generally speaking, not too bad. Is that pollution? I'm wondering. Let's have a look. Levels, okay. Noise pollution, of course, fire safety, crime, transport, populations, as you would expect over in those areas. Let's have a look. Districts, don't use those. Terrain heights. Radio coverage, okay. Didn't realise I could do that. Disaster detection. Little to nothing. Tourism, little to nothing at the moment. Park maintenance. Pollution, there we go. So we can see a little bit of pollution around here. Oh God, these guys have no water. Need to fix that sharpish. Okay, let's just bring that out of there like that. Bring them down there like that. And bring them across like that. And then create one across here. And then down the center. So that, with any luck, will make them a lot happier. Now that they've got water and everything they need to do that. You can see the number has gone up for the population. This area has filled up quite quickly. This area, as you can see, has not, but it's going to take a little bit of time. We're going to have to put in some more bits and bobs to make them happy. Nice little areas like this. And of course, an hospital to make sure that our lovely fellows stay healthy. And there's, we're going to have to take that out. And you guys can go, because we're going to put a hospital right on the edge of the water. So you've got a lovely view while you're being cured of whatever it is you've caught. But it also means now that there is not much of a demand for anything industrial, because you've got all this area over here, and this area is slowly being filled. Slowly but surely, by these residents here. Now, we will need to look at doing things like bus stops, things of that nature, transport. We will need to put in some metro over here. Where is it? Here we go. So you can see our existing metro system already in use. We can maybe take one of these out here over to here, but we will have to create sort of a something like that, maybe. Let's see, let's put that in, because then what we can do is we can then create the tunnel from here. Create it as a curve. Make it round here. And link it up. Now, the only drawback is these guys are out in the middle of nowhere with power, so we get some power out to them. And then we also need to get some water to them as well. So let's just run water down the center. And we'll also run some power from here to there, like that, just to make sure that they're covered. Now, let's just look at this, because obviously, let's go underground, you can see there. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't realise that was there. So what we'll do is we'll create like that to about, no, we'll create it to about there, and then create to there. So that basically means that we've got a metro at the airport, which is excellent, excellent news for us. And it also means that we can conceivably, if we put it there maybe, like that, or should we put it here? See, in an ideal world, I'd like to have something a little bit more like that, because then I've got more options for stations. Station. If you get that film reference, I'll be very impressed. But we can also then run that out to there. So let's do that. So we go from here all the way to there. No, that's not good there. And then one out to here, like this. Not enough money. Okay. So okay, so run it to there like that, or at least run it out to here like that, so it sort of curves back. And there you have it. Another connection there, which is excellent. Now, what we need to do is create a new line from there to there, and to there, add another stop, and complete the line. So there we go. We now have a route in from this area here to this area here. Now, what we can do is we can create a line from here to there, and then down to here, back to here, and complete the line there. So it's a nice long line there. They'll continue through here. Lovely stuff. So, not looking too shabby, I'd say. Now, what we will need to do is, see, now that's just the only trouble, is you've got caught in with this line here. Right, so at least we've got that line there, and we've got this line here. So what we could conceivably do is just create a nice little line over here, like that, and let's get rid of that. No, get rid of it. Thank you. And then that will enable us to create a tunnel like that and connect it up to that. Now, the advantage of that means that we can then just create a line from there to there. And then they've got an immediate line that will take them into the cargo areas and literally through into the centre of the city, which is bloody marvellous. So, but I'm thinking that we're going to have to create things like this because we're going to need more capacity. I mean, look at that for station length. That's just immense. Station depth. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's going to be so deep. Just insanely depth. Station bend. Oh goodness me, look at that. Wow. The angle of the dangle. Look at that. See? Island platform, side platform, all that kind of stuff. Anyway. So these are the kind of things that we'll be able to do. We'll just put that back to standard. And station angle. And station length. We'll put the station angle back to normal. Like that. And the bend. There we go. So, standard for everything there. But it might mean that we need to upgrade our stuffs with respect to all this kind of thing here so that we can provide more lines. Guessing we should have something over here just to provide a little bit more sort of ability for the people to get to work so they don't have to travel so far, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you've enjoyed. As I pause to stretch. Oh, I feel so much better now. Thanks for watching everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this time, and we'll see you again for more City Skylines as New Chadtopia continues to grow by insane amounts. We've still got areas we can increase over here, stuff like that. Just so much ability for growth, and massive, massive town, or city I should say, 125,000 population increasing by 279 every single week. Not too shabby. See you again soon. Cheers, guys.